your defenses, vanity, insecurity. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As you walk on by, will you call my name? As you walk on by, will you call my name? When you walk away, or will you walk away? Will you walk on by? Come on, call my name. Will you call my name? I say la 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 Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Deerfield community, let's gather, albeit virtually, with gratitude, humility, and well-deserved pride, a pride born of significant accomplishment. Wherever you are, be here now. Bring your mind to a single point, free from anxiety, free from distraction. Rest upon this moment, suspended in time between our students' past and our graduates' future. The Deerfield community is a deep well. As we experience this ceremony together, let's draw from it, celebrating our many sources of understanding. Please join me for a moment of prayer, reflection, or contemplation. Whether our view of the world is founded upon mystery, revelation, certainty, or faith, let us ask for clarity of mind and purity of purpose. Let's celebrate this day with warmth, kindness, and a belief in the enduring spirit of family, friendship, and our shared heritage. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Brian Simmons, President of the Board of Trustees. It's my honor to welcome you as we celebrate commencement of the class of 2020. At the start of the school year, not quite 12 months ago, our seniors arrived on campus anticipating all the traditions, camaraderie, and excitement of their final year at Deerfield. They rightfully expected the year to culminate with a parade down Albany Road and commencement exercises in that ubiquitous green and white tent. No one envisioned a global pandemic. No one envisioned that we would have to suspend in-person instruction after spring break, leaving commencement in limbo. No one, and I mean no one, wanted to give up on the possibility that students could return to campus. Until the last possible moment, school leadership and faculty, with the full support of the board, tried to preserve the option of a typical celebration for the class of 2020 and all they have accomplished. Nonetheless, circumstances have prevailed, and this morning we find ourselves together online. A first for Deerfield. This morning, that green and white tent spans more than 35 states and 47 countries. We've come so far in the past 5 months that it seems completely normal to say that we are together online. Also, online etiquette has evolved rapidly. So I chose to make my remarks this morning standing up, just to make sure everyone would be certain I'm wearing pants. I hope all of you are too. To the class of 2020, I suspect many of you are gathered this morning with your families. I imagine some of you have found ways to be together in person. I sure hope so. Wherever you are, we are all here together inside that tent to honor you, to impart a few final thoughts as you conclude your time as students, and to remind ourselves that Deerfield is so much more than our campus, our buildings, and our traditions, even those as revered and important as that walk down Albany Road. Every commencement is different. Each is special and memorable in its own way, and clearly this one is particularly unique. In fact, I predict it will become an important part of Deerfield lore, tying you to each other as classmates and members of the Deerfield community in a lasting, powerful way. Deerfield has long been shaped and strengthened by the members of its community. Each of us contributes. Whether you're a trustee, student, head of school, staff member, or teacher, you find a way to make your mark. This begins with a recognition of how exceptional Deerfield is. We find ourselves drawn to its spirit. We want to participate in the life of this place. We want to make it our own, and we want to contribute something of ourselves. In this way, Deerfield evolves to reflect those who have spent their time and effort on the fields, in the classrooms, and on the halls. The class of 2020, each and every one of you, is now an important part of that story. You've given so much to Deerfield during your entire time on campus, and of course, particularly since March. While you did not have the same senior spring and rites of passage enjoyed by previous classes, you've more than filled that space with your tremendous leadership and poise. The outstanding example you have set will be remembered for a long, long time. You embody Mr. Boyden's charge to finish up strong. And while some of the experiences you have missed can never be replaced, I don't think there's an expiration date on pracs. I'm afraid it's too late for senior pracs, but alumni pracs, maybe someday parent pracs. On behalf of the board, I hereby declare all to be fair game. You may or may not want to check with Dr. Austin or Ms. Cray before proceeding. As we celebrate your commencement this morning, I speak for everyone on the board when I say we are inspired by you. We will be guided by your approach to challenges none of us imagined. We share the pride and respect felt by your families and teachers, a pride that you should feel for yourselves, now and forever. Congratulations, 2020.
Thank you, Brian and Dan. Welcome, Deerfield families and friends, faculty, staff, and students, alumni and trustees. I extend a warm welcome to Hannah Pittard, class of 1997, today's commencement speaker. As a longtime English teacher, I'm excited to have a novelist and writer like Hannah join us today and share her thoughts with the class of 2020. We owe a debt of gratitude to our colleagues in the Student Life Office, Information Technology, the Academic Dean's Office, Alumni Relations, Communications, and the Dean of Faculty's Office. They've performed a host of logistical and technical feats to create Deerfield's first ever virtual commencement. So thank you. I thank our faculty for teaching with such creativity and resiliency and dedication, for the care they've exhibited to our students and to one another through these unexpected, uncertain, and disorienting months. And I thank our families and our parents for your support, your trust, and most of all, for sharing the lives of your children with us. Above all, I welcome and congratulate the remarkable and great class of 2020. I knew that our journeys would be linked, with the 2019-2020 academic year being my first as head of school at Deerfield and your last. It has led us here to this wonderful and in many ways improbable moment, Deerfield's 221st commencement, which, as you know, is as much a beginning as it is an end. A year ago, I wrote a letter to you, the class of 2020, my first official letter as head of school, to share my excitement and offer some thoughts about the year ahead and your role as Deerfield seniors, knowing that other students would look to you as examples for how to live and learn here. I asked you to connect with our new students and help them make Deerfield home. I also asked you to be true to your best self and model that best self for younger students. I told you that, and I'm quoting myself here, the shape and tone of this year will in many ways depend on you, on your leadership, judgment, and engagement. That, of course, was the final draft of the letter I wrote. An earlier and perhaps more honest version read, "Dear class of 2020, I write to you with great urgency. I'm new and I'm in desperate need of your help and support. I can't do this without you. Please don't let me down." Every head of school knows in his or her heart that the success of any given year, its very fate, hinges on the leadership and character of its seniors. That the real power in any school community rests not with the faculty, but with its students, and its seniors most of all, who every day, across thousands of decisions and interactions, create with one another the texture of our lives together here on campus. Every head of school begins that year thinking, praying, please don't let us down. You have not. We ask a lot of you in ordinary times, let alone times like these. And even before we were overtaken by this virus, you were historic. You were the first class to hold a pride prom. You were the first to name a young woman Captain Deerfield. You led the way in securing a memorable and historic Choate Day. You sang your way to a head of school day, imagining a la John Lennon, no classes. You have, as Brian Simmons, our board president, wrote to our trustees this spring, shown grit, patience, flexibility, and character beyond your years. You've inspired and led in all ways. You started out strong, you finished stronger, and over the course of the year, you drew strength from one another, as great classes are wont to do. You bore disappointment, your exile from campus, the loss of a senior spring, and what for many was your final season of athletic competition with grace and cheerfulness and resiliency. When Deerfield shifted online, you did so effortlessly, embracing this new mode of learning with energy, curiosity, and a sense of adventure. You stayed close and connected to one another. You saw a greater good, the need to prioritize community health, the health of your teachers, coaches, schoolmates, classmates, friends, and families. You've been first in so many ways. As a class, you will mark another first next June when you will return to campus for Deerfield's first ever, and I hope last ever, one-year reunion. Between now and then, even as you move forward in your lives, I hope you will think about ways to bring the spirit that has given your class such strength, depth, and distinctiveness to the greater world, to use your Deerfield education to contribute to the lives of those around you, to your communities, and to the great changes taking place here in the United States and abroad. You have the opportunity, if not the obligation, to be at the center of those changes. In a certain way, you have been blessed with 2 senior years in one from September to March, and a second from March to this very moment, demarcated, of course, by the COVID-19 pandemic and underscored by the ongoing struggle for equity and justice, for stronger and more democratic and inclusive institutions, and for a more humane, more caring, and more loving society. Congressman John Lewis, the great civil rights leader who passed away in July, said, "Freedom is not a state, it is an act. It is not some enchanted garden perched high on a distant plateau where we can finally sit down and rest. Freedom is the continuous action we all must take, and each generation must do its part to create an even more fair, more just society." Each generation must do its part, perhaps yours more than most. And that inspires me with hope and confidence for our future and for Deerfield. I could not be more proud of you. We look forward to seeing you in June 2021. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Hello to all the families watching at home, faculty, and the class of 2020. Thank you for this opportunity to speak one last time. I want to take you all back to 9th grade. I remember grabbing my duffel bag from the grass in front of the MSB where the class of 2020 first stood to take a grade photo. Although I know not every member of our class began at Beckett, I would like to believe that each person can relate to feeling like a fish out of water. I've often heard that there is something about the outdoors that brings people together. In my opinion, fear was what brought us together. I remember being one of the only students in my cabin who had brought a flashlight, and most of my conversations during the trip surrounded people wanting to borrow said flashlight. Nevertheless, I was just happy to have a purpose. My first title was Flashlight Girl. A few months later, I felt more comfortable being on campus. I could recognize more faces on the path, my classes were in full swing, and I remember truly feeling like a Deerfield student after confidently ordering an iced coffee in the Coke Center for the first time. But unbeknownst to myself at the time, I would soon gain a new title. After setting off the fire alarm on Johnson 3, I became Burnt Bacta. Chris Thackard, if you're watching this, thanks for the nickname. These small anecdotes reflect the fluid nature of the names or titles that each person at Deerfield holds. If only Burnt Bacta knew that people would jokingly call her Madam President during her senior year. I believe that one way my progression at Deerfield can be marked is with these small moments, and I'm sure that the same goes for you all. I am so humbled and, simply put, proud to be a part of this class. Each and every one of you wears many hats around campus. Student, athlete, captain, peer counselor, proctor, artist, editor, the list goes on. But now we can add one more name to this list: Trailblazers. While this might seem like a bold claim, I stand by it, and here's why. Firstly, we all left spring break with varying degrees of uncertainty. When I packed my single suitcase, thinking that those were all the clothes that I needed for the vacation, I never would have predicted that we would not return to campus. But with every challenge that arose, our class met it with fierce problem solving and genuine care for one another's physical and mental health. Although our grade group meet is often a place of debate and expiring opinion polls, after spring break, it was where we came together despite all odds. Letters and petitions were circulated. Words of support, frustration, and sadness were shared. Organizations and donations to provide aid during the pandemic were made. The 2020 vision never faltered. Instead, we adapted. Secondly, our trailblazing began even before the pandemic. When I reflect on our 4 years, I remember fond moments, like dancing to the holiday songs that are performed at school meeting before winter break, and watching the green powder blow in the wind as we stormed the football field following a historic choate day. But in addition to those memories, there have also been moments on campus where we needed to have honest and difficult dialogue about issues both within and beyond our small community. When you care about something, you want to see it evolve and continually become stronger and better. I believe our class has not only shown that we care about Deerfield and each other during our time, but we have continued to show our care with Instagram pages and Facebook forums that have matched those difficult dialogues with actionable goals for a better Deerfield. I'm confident that, as alumni, we will continue the pursuit of nurturing the valley that has given us so much. Our friends that have become like family, the faculty members that have become role models, and the entire Deerfield staff who woke up early and left late to make our day-to-day lives as smooth as possible. We were all given the extraordinary opportunity to share some of our most formative years, whether 4 or 1, bearing green and white while we grew up. And we will carry Deerfield with us as we continue to grow. In closing, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, class of 2020, for being passionate and driven individuals who always inspired and challenged me with your unwavering initiative. Watching the talent that we have in our grade has been one of my biggest honors. Whether seeing someone you never knew had an incredible voice put themselves out there at KFC, watching the dance showcase after knowing the countless hours they put in practicing, seeing athletes walk into the dining hall late after pushing themselves during a game, or even just hearing someone make an articulate and well-supported argument during a class discussion. We've done some incredible things. I wish you all the best of luck on whatever your fall may look like this year, and I look forward to when our class can reconvene at our 1-year reunion, whatever that may look like as well. Thank you.
You're all too kind, but please hold your applause until the end of my pre-recorded message. Thank you to my classmates and the administration for allowing me the opportunity to speak today. Wow, what a year! If you had told me last fall that I'd be giving the commencement speech, I wouldn't have believed you. But if you had told me that I'd be giving the commencement speech in Utah, in August, 2,000 miles away from Deerfield, I would have thought you were crazy. And yet, here I am. Here we are. Dr. Austin, this must have been the first year at DA you always dreamed of. In all seriousness, though, I would like to thank you and the entire faculty and staff for working tirelessly during these challenging times. It has been greatly appreciated. To my fellow classmates, I miss you. And I know you miss me too. Not a day goes by that I don't wish for one more sit-down meal to eat with you, one more mindful moment to meditate with you, or one more Maggie Lindemann concert to enjoy with you. If there's one thing we can learn from these past months, it's to never take anything for granted. Saying hello to someone on the path, studying in the library with friends, hanging out in the Greer. All of these happen so often at Deerfield that we only start to appreciate them when they're gone. I would give an arm and a leg to first wait just one more sit-down table. It would be very difficult, of course, considering how I only have an arm and a leg now. I probably couldn't unfold the tablecloth, and I need some help holding the tray, but I'd be happy to do it again. I appreciate these little moments at Deerfield a lot more now, but what I think about and cherish the most are all the memories I made with you, the class of 2020. Building a raft at Camp Beckett, watching the Performing Arts Showcase, burning the sea at the bonfire, swing dancing at Semi, running down to the river during the step-up dance, storming the field after varsity football beat Choate, scoring in front of hundreds of fans during the rec hockey game against JV girls, and hiking to the Rock freshman year with the Doubleday 2 boys, who are all, by the way, graduating today. Nice job, fellas. We made it. I've gone through all of this with you, and I am so glad we spent our high school years together. Class of 2020, you are the reason I love Deerfield so much, and for that, I am eternally grateful. I hope that each of you are able to look back fondly on your days of glory. As you move on to the next chapter of your life, I urge you to seize opportunities that present themselves. What these last few months have taught us is that the future is unpredictable, so don't be afraid to take a risk, because you might not have another chance. Nike once said, "Just do it." And today, no words are more fitting. Find your passion, follow your dreams, and always remember to finish up strong. Class of 2020, congratulations.
Now, I would like to present 2 commencement awards. The first prize is the Deerfield Cup, presented to that student in the senior class whose inclusive attitude, artistry in the classroom, sportsmanship, and daily conduct among fellow students has best exemplified Deerfield's ideals. You are all that we hope for in a young leader, authentic, thoughtful, selfless, and unfailingly optimistic. Your inclusivity builds bridges, and your sensitivity allows ideas to flourish and propels discussion. No one works harder or has a more generous spirit. Your unfettered idealism inspires us, brings us joy, and carries those around you. With gratitude for your loyalty and delightfully earnest engagement in every realm of school life, this year we award the Deerfield Cup to a remarkable young woman, Samara Renee Cummings. The second prize is the Robert B. Crow Award, which goes to the outstanding scholar of the senior class. Teachers across the disciplines praise your remarkable humility and optimism, your deep curiosity and nuanced thinking. You are a respectful listener and learner, never calling attention to yourself, but routinely raising our level of inquiry and discussion. You combine your powerful intellect with profound sincerity and kindness. This year, the Crow Award goes to Ethan Lawrence Chen.
Good morning, everyone. I am Amy Cray, Assistant Head of School for Student Life, and I have the honor of introducing today's commencement speaker, Hannah Pittard, class of 1997. But first, I want to congratulate the class of 2020. I could not agree more with what has been said about you today. At a historic challenge, an unprecedented moment, you have shown grace, aplomb, resilience, and empathy. I'm proud of you, I'm excited for you, and I cannot wait to see you on campus next June. I'm sure it feels like a long way off, but it will arrive faster than you think. Until then, I wish you good luck and good health as you head into your next adventure. As a Deerfield graduate, Hannah Pittard has been where you are. She knows what it's like to pack up Deerfield memories and friendships, hold them tightly all at once, and take them into the next journey. For Hannah, that journey has led her to a career as a teacher and a highly acclaimed writer. After Deerfield, Hannah received her BA from the University of Chicago and her MFA from the University of Virginia. She currently directs the MFA program in creative writing at the University of Kentucky. The author of 4 novels, including her most recent, Visible Empire, Hannah has received prestigious awards and fellowships, and her work has been described as beautiful, brilliant, magical, funny, wise, and bold. It is my pleasure to welcome Hannah Pittard.
I want to start by saying what an honor it is to have been asked to speak to Deerfield Academy's class of 2020. It might not feel like the celebration any of you are expecting, but it is still a hard-earned and tremendous accomplishment, and I hope you're all very proud of yourselves. When I agreed to deliver this speech, I imagined we'd all be together at Deerfield, and I had imagined talking to you about privilege, the necessity of public service, and the need to pay forward in any way possible the advantages afforded to us by the education provided by this incredible institution. Instead, I'm recording this on my iPhone in my kitchen in Lexington, Kentucky, where I happen to be waiting on results of my own COVID-19 test. Here's what I can tell you. The world didn't change in 1997 when I graduated from Deerfield. But it did change 4 years later on 9/11, just after I graduated from college. And so I'm speaking to you today as somebody who understands what it is to begin her life as an adult with radically altered expectations of the world. Now, of course, 19 years later, it's nearly impossible for me to imagine what life might have looked like if the events of that day had never occurred. Whereas a pre-pandemic world is all too easy for us to remember and too easy for us to want back. But here's the thing, here's what we all know. We can't have it back. We can only move forward. And one way we'll do that is with you, with your help. Something that's become abundantly clear over the past many months is that we, the people you've likely been thinking of as being in charge of this world for the past 18 years, your teachers, your parents, politicians, we don't have all the answers, not even close. But that doesn't mean there aren't answers, and it doesn't mean there aren't solutions. It does mean that we need you, the newly minted adults of the class of 2020, to help us see the world in new and different ways. You're adults now, but you're also closer to childhood than we are, which means you still have access to that part of your brain that is capable of imagining fantastical worlds. I am asking you to imagine us a new and fantastical world. I am asking you to be part of the solution, even while I'm unable to say or hypothesize what the solution might look like. Don't be limited by the boundaries of the world as we've known it. Now is the chance to change the future and to make the world better, more livable for everyone. Your brains, your imaginations, your ambition. These things are more essential now to our prospects than ever. And because of that, in spite of whatever minor or very likely major setbacks and disappointments this global pandemic has presented to you or your family personally, now isn't the time to be cynical. Now is the time to be open to new ideas, to be capable of being surprised by yourself, by your family, by the world around you, and to use that surprise and wonderment and openness as a means to generate new ideas, new possibilities, new expectations. Congratulations, class of 2020. Help us make the world better.
Greetings to the Deerfield Academy Class of 2020. My name is Vanessa Leifling. In addition to serving on the Board of Trustees, I am the current president of the Executive Committee of the Alumni Association. I graduated from Deerfield in the year 2000, which means that I have been a member of the Alumni Association longer than you have been alive. On behalf of the Alumni Association of more than 10,000 members, I am thrilled to welcome you into the Deerfield alumni family. When you return to campus, you'll have an opportunity to sign your class page in the official Alumni Association book. But until then, we virtually welcome you into our ranks. Your class has shown incredible resilience in the face of unprecedented challenges this year, just as you have accomplished great feats throughout your time at Deerfield. Our alumni family grows far stronger with the addition of this year's 204 remarkable graduates. Wherever your path leads from here, you will remain connected to your Deerfield roots through your relationships with fellow alumni. Make a point to keep in touch with your classmates, and they will remain cherished friends when you reach your 20th reunion, which will happen far sooner than you expect. And take advantage of opportunities to connect with other Deerfield alumni, whether at reunions or local events. Speaking of reunions, I have the great privilege of being on the same reunion schedule as your class. So in 2025, if you see a group of rowdy 40-somethings at the famous clam bake, please stop by and say hello, and we can exchange tales of our glory days. We're all celebrating with you in spirit on this very special day. Congratulations, Deerfield Class of 2020.
Welcome, everyone. It's an honor and a privilege to read the names of the graduating class of 2020. Omalara Amira Akande. Angelique Fiorini Alexos, cum laude. Luca Anto Giovanni. Logan Matthew Arms. Marcel Noah Aziamal. Skylar Alexander Bacon. Sadia Savinkata Bahudoda, cum laude. Jasmine Marie Baldwin, winner of the Alumni Award for Community Service and the Head of School Award. Renee Elizabeth Ballou. Dylan Gaspard Bain. Esme Boyce Benjamin. Simeon Teo Andrew Bethel, winner of the James A. Gunn Award. Karina Bakta, cum laude, winner of the Charlotte Alice Baker Prize for History and the Robert Binswanger Award. Mira Adele Binzen. Muriel Suwad Bizri. Seth Graber Blaine. Henry Sevier Bonney. Tricia Donlud Bunpongmani, cum laude, winner of the Helen Childs Boyden Science Award and the Harbison Award for Excellence in Mathematics. Samuel Peter Bronkers, cum laude. Yushi Kai, winner of the Excellence in Dance and Choreography and Their Majesties Queen Reina and King Abdullah II Award. Karsten John Carey. Madeline Carnes Carey. Samuel McCleary Carlson. Ariana Ut Karuna Karmal. Janice W. Chen. David Chen, cum laude, Ethan Lawrence Chen, cum laude, winner of the Robert B. Crow Award. Jun Young John Chung, winner of the Ora White Hitchcock Award. Madison Sarah Clough. Morgan Elizabeth Clough. Kayleen Elizabeth Coelho. James Barnett Connor II. Molly Lawrence Connors. Sydney Ann Cresta. Samara Renee Cummings, cum laude, winner of the Bartlett W. Boyden English Prize, the Science Faculty Award, the Pan American Society Award for Excellence in the Study of Spanish, and winner of the Deerfield Cup. Theodore Michael Danziger. Daryl A. Darte. Keith Francis Davenport. Zachary James Davis. Liam James Dawson. Genevieve Quasha Dinard, winner of the Excellence in Dance and Choreography Award. Hannah Hawkins Derringer. Aurora Eleanor Devereaux. Griffin Goddard Dewey. Benjamin Force Diffley. Eamon James Doheny. Quinn Joseph Downey. Emma Michelle Earls. Jose Francisco Fanjul III. Emily Cameron Fawcett. Jared Geary Foe. Helen Fang. Alonso Fernandez. Julia K. Ferrante. Anne-Marie Fioroni. Molly Ann Fisher, winner of the David Curry Lee Award. Elliot John Spencer Flagg. Nicholas James Flutie. Anna Mengji Fu, cum laude. Matthew Gregory Gardner. Sophia Molly Janender. Annabelle Rose Gerber. Catherine Grace Gilbert, winner of the McPhee Award. Thomas Anthony Gilmore. Maria Chiara Giudici, cum laude. Christopher A. Goranov. Demetrius A. Goranov. Sydney Morgan Gregg, cum laude, winner of the Ralph Herrick Oatley Award for Excellence in Choral Music. Stuart Hampton Grow. Connor Thomas Guest. Thomas Henry Gustafson. Christina Kent Halloran, winner of the William B. Jaffe Award. Isabella Zoe Hamlin, winner of the Award for Photography. Carter Hillowell Hampson, winner of the Charles Samuel Potee Memorial Award for Calculus. Jared Alexander Harrington. Catherine Marie Hickey. Reagan Elizabeth Hickey. Jake Paul Higgins. Catherine Grace Hio. Reagan Darlene Hoare. Porter Hamlin Holland. Maria Gabriella Holowesko. Aaron Elbridge Howe. Alyssa Prihorovich, cum laude. William Spencer Hurst. Kyle Francis Jaraz. Emma Hope Jaskolski, cum laude. Eli G. Netanya Jimenez. Allison Elizabeth Johnson Kell. Noah Daniel Jones. Sarah Jung, cum laude. Anna Rose Kane. Mohammed Kareem Kane. Hunter Brooke Adrielle Keller. Emma Alexandra Kimball. Alexander Ming Lung Curley. Brendan Laurent Kish. Grace Casey Knight. Kelly Francis Lahart, winner of the Science Faculty Award and the Lincoln Lowell Russell Award. Catherine A. Landino. Maya Frida Lauer, cum laude. Samuel Aaron Lauer, cum laude. Adrian Edmund Lawrencell IV. Z. Wing Madeline Lee, winner of the Ora White Hitchcock Award. Alexander Lincoln Leong, winner of the James Soper Jr. Award. Christina Lee, cum laude, winner of the Samuel M. Stone Jr. Class of 28 for Outstanding Contribution in Music Award. Ming-Chian Lee, winner of the John B. Dicklow Award for Excellence in the Study of Classics. Helen Ann Lipsky. Sophia Diana Lopez, cum laude, winner of the Award for Excellence in the Study of French. Cynthia Dalia Lugo Magos. Alton Manchin. Helen Patricia Mack, cum laude, winner of the John W. May Prize in Economics. Jane Catherine Malik. Kaylee Ann Mangili. Tessa Rose Mannix. Peter Joseph Marchese. Stephanie Martinez. Marissa Ann Massey. Mufaro Dion Mazambani. Grace Francis Mazer. Edward Walton McCarthy. Isabella Creek McDonald. Hayden Michael McGinnis. Patrick Moore McKee. Jacob Brandon Meyer. Vera Grace Menifee, winner of the Christopher Beach Award for Excellence in Performing Arts. Olivia Margaret Mikesell. Lucienne Odile Miquel. Joseph Giancarlo Malo. Chloe Monty, cum laude. Jaewon Moon, cum laude. Jacqueline Diana Morrissey, winner of the Mitchell Award for Excellence in Technical Theater. Yusuf Abdu Mukhtar. Camila Elena Navarro de la Vega. Caleb D. Newman. Timothy Lloyd O'Brien, cum laude. Joshua Kofi Stephen Adusai Oduro. Soo Hyun Oh. Jack Patrick O'Neill. DeAndre Ortiz, winner of the Head of School Award. Claire Elaine Eureka Ott. Xochitl Paez. Caio Paiva Oliveira. Victoria Vanderveer Patterson, cum laude. James Lowen Patton. Matthew James Pecora. Nicholas John Pecora. Nikita Irina Pelletier, winner of the Award for Excellence in the Study of Arabic. Atong Sareto Peloetse, winner of the Head of School Award. Aidan Michael Feely. Oliver George Pink. Julia Margaret Playchek. Justin Christopher Preet. Connor M. Prince. Claire Ji Yi Kwan, cum laude. Jasmine U. Ramos. Silas Reed. Henry O. Reynolds, Jr. Malcolm Whitney Rich. Kevin Richitelli. Alex David Robert. Samuel Hillary Rocket. Marcus Romboli. Jackson Bryant Rother. Valentina Ochoa Saldarriaga, winner of the Mitchell Award for Excellence in Technical Theater. Nafisatu Sal. Cyrus Sam Salmasi. Peter Erickson Sanford. William Augustus Savage, cum laude, winner of the Head of School Award. Addison Nixon Seligson. Wari Setapon, cum laude. Michael M. Shalaby, winner of the J. Clement Schuler Band Award. Francis Lee Shea. Elvin Isaac Gia Chi Shum, cum laude, winner of the John Gunther Memorial Award and the Harbison Award for Excellence in Mathematics. Mia Aun Silberstein, cum laude, winner of the Lynn Gordon Bailey Award in Theater and the Deerfield Club of Hong Kong Award for Excellence in the Study of Chinese Language and the Abigail Norton Award for Excellence in the Study of Philosophy or Religious Studies. Jennifer Hope Smith. Thatcher Edelson Smith. Zane Davis Smith. Jae Hyuk Song, cum laude, winner of the Dessauer Award in Physical Sciences. Leonard Bryant St. Gordine. Chase Watt Statler. James Brennan Steinberger. Maxwell Pendleton Stevens. Ashley Ray Anisha Stewart. Alex Neil Strait. Adam Edward Sussbauer. Raheem Charles Taylor. Luther L. Terry III. Christopher George Faggard, winner of the Robert M. McDermott Award. Seth Karun Thayamanavan, cum laude. David Arthur Thomas. Lucas Coltrane Trelease, cum laude, winner of the Lynn Gordon Bailey Award in Theater, the Robert McGlynn Award, and the Award for Excellence in the Study of French. Margaret Campbell Tidings. Eleanor Whitney Vogt, winner of the Head of School Award. Joseph Charles Wang, winner of the Award for Outstanding Achievement in Chamber Music. Ryan Corrigan Welch, cum laude, winner of the Computer Science Award. Henry Carter Weymouth. James Ruger Stratford Whiteley, Sarah Danielle Wright, Adrian Yao, Arthur Yao, cum laude, Mason S. Zhao, Shangyi Zhu. I present to you the graduating class of 2020.
Far beyond each western mountain gleam the fires of dying day. Softly from each hidden fountain flows the river on its way. All the valley lies in splendor, hushed before the coming night. From 100 ancient windows flashes back the sunset's light. Now the meadow is soft whispers, stirs the old silhouette, and each leafy tower above us caught beneath dusky net. Now the day is done with striving, let the heart hold memory bright. Soon these halls and fields were leaving the graceless song before the night, for the night. Let the circling night be softened by the embers' last faint glow. In the firelight we will gather, bound by song before we go. Deerfield days are days of glory, where memory lives and will be one. Let no other name be spoken till the even now is done.
Class of 2020. From this day, pursue truth without fear, abiding in self-control, charity, courage, and patience. Act with forbearance. Listen. Know that you have been equipped, that those who have stood by you stand by you still. Go forth with all that is best. Amen.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens at the Deerfield Academy class of 2020. It's Carol Baskin here from Big Cat Rescue, and I want to say congratulations on your commencement. Congratulations. We look forward to welcoming you back to the Valley in 2021. Go Big Green.
Closing time, turn all of the lights on.
Deerfield Academy class of 2020, congratulations on your commencement. On behalf of the staff and the faculty and myself, of course, I am very proud of you. Congratulations for what you're going to do when you get out here in the world, because we need your brain power more now so than ever at any point in history. So thank you in advance for all the wonderful things you're going to do. Go to college, get as much education as you can, because we need every brain spore that you can muster. So that being the case, enjoy your college years. It's going to get better. We're going to get through this pandemic and you are going to do fine. For everyone else who's going to go back and get through the next year for 2021, the staff and faculty look forward to seeing all of you back. And those of you who graduated, stay in touch. Go green and white. Go, 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 go. And enjoy yourselves, okay? Have a good time.
I wasn't aware of that.
I know who I want to take me home.